The Making of the Beast, Alternative Endings, written by Maria Kay, narrated by Jim Spring. White and gold, gold and white as far as the eye could see, or at least as far as one could see across the grand ballroom, amplified by reflections in the mirrors and windows. The two gold-clad figures in the centre of the dance floor were dwarfed by the vast space they were surveying. "You do not think this is rather ostentatious, Your Highness?" asked one of the two men, discreetly tugging at the coat of his Maître d' uniform, dazzling with gold embroidery and bright findings, but also very stiff, heavy, and prodigiously uncomfortable. He was a smallish man, with a face that was not by any means handsome, but lively and clever. He looked like someone who wouldn't at all be averse to a quick laugh over a glass of wine, or catching a fleeting glance from a pretty pair of eyes over a fluttering fan, and responding with a bit of good-natured flirtation of his own. And movement. This fellow obviously liked to move, rush, sweep, dance, glide, all the while talking non-stop and aiding his speech with a vast array of lively gestures from his constantly moving hands. At the moment he looked as if he would much rather be doing any or all of these things rather than standing next to his master, weighed down by his glamorous but unwieldy golden armour. "Oh, quit fussing, Lumière," replied the strikingly beautiful owner of the splendid space. "Louis XIV built himself the grand golden palace of Versailles, stocked it chock full of fine art, and they called him the Sun King. Perhaps if my golden ballroom becomes fashionable, which it undoubtedly will, like everything else I do, I might be titled the Sun Prince." Louis XIV also fought in 3 major wars, thus depleting his treasury, mistreated his neighbours, his subjects, and both his wives, stripped an entire religious group of their rights, and was quick to execute anyone who displeased him, the Maître d' said quietly. "If you ask me, I would caution against emulating him, Your Highness." "But I did not ask you, my dear Lumière, did I?" The prince's voice was soft, insinuating, almost gentle. "You did not, Your Highness," was the reply as the man named Lumière looked down. The prince hooked an index finger under his servant's chin and tipped the man's face up to gaze directly into his eyes. Lumière's eyes, the colour of the darkest cherries, the eyes so often...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?